Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He has 12 points and 2 blocks.
Well, his offense has matched his defense today. He's been excellent on both ends.
Steve, exactly right. You can't say enough about the overall job he's been doing.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. Chris came in out there with Hill. And it's Young in at the 3 slot.
You know, it's interesting. Kobe the last few years has gotten very loose with his opinions. He's not afraid to say it like it is. And I think one of the inflammatory remarks he made that caught a lot of attention was when he mentioned that the Olympic team back in 2012 was better than the 92 Dream Team. Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yes, guys. For Steve Nash last season, he became just the 5th player in league history to crack 10,000 assists, joining John Stockton, Jason Kidd, Mark Jackson, and Magic Johnson. Nash said to have just one scholarship offer and to play in the NBA as long as I have and to be on a list with people like Magic is beyond my wildest dreams. Adding, it's incredibly special, humbling, and a tribute to playing with a lot of great players over my career. No surprise, fellas, giving credit to his teammates.
Well, you have to like that focus on the team first. Thanks, Doris. Now here's Bryant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bryant's got 9. And that was a bold thing to say going back to Kobe. Definitely got the media talking, Clark, about you get the feeling he actually believes that they were better.
You know, he might have been right, he might have been wrong. I mean, I think it comes back to the fact that Kobe has no problem saying things that might not be easily received. I'm not sure why anybody is surprised by that. I mean, you don't get to be an elite player without having very high confidence in your ability and your team's.
Now here is Davis, following the miss by Steve Nash. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Steve Nash. Solid numbers last season. He was around 12 points a game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And you always want that leader in the second unit. He's their guy to play that role.
Steve, he comes on and runs the show for him when the reserves log minutes, and that's a job well done by him.
So it's the Lakers now, following the shot by Evans. Impressive fadeaway right there. 11 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
You know, it was last year, not too many people had the guts to say whether or not the Lakers would or would not make the playoffs after their slow start. But one person who guaranteed a postseason appearance by them was team leader Kobe Bryant. And he was right on top of it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He said, we're missing out on second chance points. He wants them going hard to the offensive glass for the rest of this game. He told them also they should be swarming to the basket at the offensive end. He wants a lot of bodies inside. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. And for Kobe, you have to give him a lot of credit for helping bring the Lakers back last season and securing that 7th seed. The coaching changes, the injuries. I mean, he almost willed them to get in, and then they finished 7th.
Yeah, and then they got swept in the first round by the Spurs. So tough finish to the year, especially with the injury to the Achilles tendon. So it's been a long rehab process. One thing you do know, if there's ever a player who's going to work his hardest to come back better than ever, it's Kobe Bryant. Let's check out some numbers for Drew Holiday and see how last season turned out for him. 4th in assists, and he was also among the league leaders in steals, finishing in the top 20 in that category.
And he ranked in the top 5 in assists as well, Steve. I mean, he was really a maestro out there, conducting the offense, running it smoothly. I mean, they gave him the keys to the team and let the offense run through him, and that was a good decision. Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Nash, the pass to Hill. Kaman dishes to Young. Stolen by Gordon. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Gordon's got 11 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
That that's in, and the Pelican lead is cut back down to 8 after they get the basket from Nash.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Gordon kicks to Davis. Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Gordon. That 3 off the mark. Lakers trail by 8. Young with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Shots good from Young.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Pelicans ended up being the name that New Orleans chose when it was all over. And I like the new look uniforms, but they had some other options as well that sounded pretty good to me. How about the brass? Because it gives nod to the music that New Orleans has popularized.
Here's Kobe after Drew Holiday's score, and he gets it to go.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Holiday's got 16. Well, definitely a nice sounding name. Other options were the Swamp Dogs, the Bull Sharks, the Mosquitoes. Steve, all in all, you have to think they went the right way with the Pelicans.
I don't know. My personal favorite was the Rougarou, Kevin. I don't even know what that means, but that was in the mix. Would have puzzled a lot of other people around the country besides me, but better than Mosquitoes, that's for sure. Pelicans was probably the right way to go. I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
Now here's Kaman. He has 6. And Bryant gets it to go. Now here is Holiday. Out left to the wing. Aminu, the pass to Davis. And that one's good. Davis has got 18 points.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Now here's Nash. 11 points in the game. Bryant. Kobe can't get that one to fall. Pelicans leading by 8. Aminu dishes to Davis. The shot from the low post is good. Davis has got 20.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's Bazemore, covered by Evans. And Bazemore kicks to Kaman. Holiday against Nash. 5 to shoot. No good from Bazemore. The Pelicans have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Holiday goes in. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kaman's got 8 rebounds in this game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
And I would think a lot of attention will be focused on that Orlando contest. What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Kaman gave up his old caveman look, guys, but he's still an intimidating presence in the post. Good size and strength and doesn't really get pushed around. Also excellent timing when it comes to shot blocking.
And here's Nash after Eric Gordon hit the 3. 1:32 left to play here in the third. No good from Bazemore. Pelicans leading by 10. And Chris Kaman skilled offensively. Ambidextrous, finishing inside, and a good mid-range shooter.
Yeah, I think he's really good offensively. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough to handle. The question mark with him is defensively. His weak side rotations can be late. He's never really been, a center that you kind of solidify your defense around.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Aminu misses. Lakers trail by 10. And here's Nash. 11 points in the game. Young pass to Bazemore. Pulls from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. clock management. This is where, Steve, they can get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one, and now you play D, you get the ball back, one more shot.
Now here's Evans. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Probably the biggest knock on Anthony Davis you could make his rookie season is that he missed a lot of time with injuries, and that's really not something you knock a guy for. Ankle, a concussion. He missed several stretches.
And for Anthony Davis, a slender build, how he weathers the physicality of the NBA in some people's minds, Steve, is a question mark.
Well, it's always hard to predict when a player comes out of college after his freshman year just how much more he's going to fill out. But he's got broad shoulders. He looks like he's got the ability to add muscle. And I think as he does that, he's going to be probably best suited to play the power forward position long term rather than center.
Here's Aminu. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Roberts. Cans the shot from the wing. Roberts got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. New Orleans on top. They lead by 12. And time. Tune in Thursday. Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for shooters, as you well know, is huge.
Yep, no question.
Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Rivers at the 2 with Aminu at the 3. Ryan Anderson out there with Smith. And it's Roberts in at the point guard. Both free throws good from Roberts.
Brian Roberts was a 27-year-old rookie last season, guys. He played his college basketball at Dayton. I watched him there and really thought he was outstanding as a collegiate player. Spent some years playing internationally, but seemed to be NBA ready in his first season. He was a nice surprise for the Hornets as the backup point guard.
Brooks dishes to Kaman. 6 on the shot clock. Rejected by Aminu. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Here's a look at the schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Pelicans leading by 14. Well, back to Brian Roberts, a good outside shooter, plays with composure.
Shot 91% from the line last year and 39% from long range. So, yeah, he does have a good shooting stroke. Also a good decision maker. I like the way he handles himself out on the floor.
Now, here's Marshall. He's tightly guarded. Here's Kaman. Drops it in from 11 feet. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Roberts. Lays it up and banks it in. Roberts got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans. And Los Angeles guys shooting straight 49% from the field. And Marshall kicks to Meeks. Brooks outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's Kaman missing. New Orleans leading by 14. Pass to Rivers. From down low. Another one falls for New Orleans.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
On its way from Young for 2 with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
The drive by Brooks. And it's in off the backboard.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Holiday against Nash. Smith inside, and that one's good. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence. That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
And the Lakers making a change here. Henry's checked in. Gordon. Chris Kaman with the rebound. Kaman's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Nash kicks to Bryant. With the fadeaway. The shot no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Here's Gordon. Buries it down low.
Well, he's very strong inside, particularly as a finisher. So even if you give him a hard foul, hard contact, nothing seems to bother him. And this guy, as a result, is a good scorer.
Exactly. That's about the only way to stop him once he's making a run at the hoop.
Bryant with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. The shot's good from Bryant. Kobe's got 20.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Holiday with it. Now defended by Henry. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 8th assist in the game. And so it's the Lakers with it. They trail by 18. Kobe with it. Young sets a screen for Kobe. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Kobe. He kicks it to Henry. Rejected by Evans. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. A pull-up. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Gordon. 20 points for Drew Holiday. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. Their defensive performance on the backboards was what really had his attention. He's calling for more bodies in the paint to cut down on the putbacks they've been allowing. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Davis with the bucket.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Nash dishes to Kobe. Young outside. Fires the 3. There's the bucket. Good.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Pelicans leading by 17. Now here is Holiday. And there's the pass to Davis. And he jams it with authority.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Lakers trail by 19. And here's Nash. Kicks to Kaman. Shot from 16. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got 6 assists here tonight.
And the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face. Couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Here's Smith. Makes it off the glass. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pelicans.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game, Clark, and Steve's kind of touched on it, is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Yeah, absolutely a big plus. And oftentimes, Kevin, we've seen it time and time again. Your performance at the line can be the difference maker in a game.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Anthony Davis. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
Right wing. And here we go. Fast break. Henry's got it. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
Here's Rivers. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Brooks checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Hill. On the wing, Brooks. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Now here's Rivers, covered by Henry, stolen by Brooks. And the basket good.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're in front by 13. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Morrow kicks to Rivers. Pass to Anderson. Brooks on the double team. Anderson can't get it to go. And Los Angeles guys shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Hill kicks to Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Here's Morrow. Miller, right side. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Lakers with possession here. Here's Hill. Count it.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they